You can see me on this picture, right? That was me in 7th grade. Thinking about you're perfect the way you are. Listening to all that bullshit that you should not be like lean and muscular, not everybody should be like athlete and all of that stuff. And I listened to this. And what have I done the whole day? Probably just like you, playing League of Legends all day and not finding purpose in my life, not searching for anything in this life, not wanting anything more in this life than just playing League of Legends. I was, going to school just because I had to go to school. Just like you probably listen to this and you probably feel this all the time, right? You go to school, in the school you're not present, you're tired, you just eat there, sleep in the classes, and not do anything special, right? Just like me. And I didn't actually knew what I was doing. I didn't knew I was ruining my life. Do you know what the worst thing of all actually is? It was possible for me to never find a way to lose that weight. It was possible to being fat right now, being a gamer right now, to never talked to a girl because I was too insecure in myself, in my body, and I prefer to stay and play video games. It was possible for me to don't have real friends, to don't really going out that much, to not really experience life that much. Do you know what is the fucking pain to like not go out? Because I was like that. I was too shy. I was putting everybody else above me just because I thought I'm not good enough, that I'm just fat, and that is not for me. Everybody will judge me just because I'm fat. Everybody cared that I'm just fat, and I just never really got it out. I always had that insecurities, that like traumas, that traumas. I never really had the confidence back when I was a kid. I mean, I was bullied little bit or more as a kid. Building these traumas, building, and just with video games, you escape the reality that you had. And video games are not like the biggest problem of all. Indulging in them is the biggest problem. Playing 8 hours in them is the real problem. And how do I found a solution for this? It was simple, man. I just started taking action. I get it my ass to the gym with a personal trainer. 3 months, for 3 months, I lost 7 kgs from the program that this personal coach gave me. After that, I gave up and continuing eating and getting back to my old lifestyle. That was like in the summer. And after that, the next summer, I got it into the gym alone. I got it into a different gym, and I just said to myself, alright, fuck personal trainers, man. This personal trainer didn't give that much shit about me. He didn't even taught me what I should be eating and what I should not be eating. He just trained me. And he actually gave me a shit training, brother, that I didn't really make any progress in. So I started researching. I started training, doing 12 reps, 4 sets of every exercise, and a 20 minutes of cardio at the end of the training without pushing out. I do that for 3 months. I was not eating, man. For breakfast, I ate like some walnuts with probably a little bit of yogurt. Most of the times I skipped lunch, or I had like 3 to 4 eggs for lunch, something like that. And on dinner, I had mostly salad without any like doping or anything, and with a little bit of meat. That was it. I was under eating as shit. And you know what happened? I've lost 20 kilos, I had some muscles, and for the first time in my life, I actually saw abs and veins. After that, I just couldn't look back. I was just pushing and pushing and pushing, because I was seeing progress. For the first time since I started playing video games, I started having some purpose. I was literally watching that. I was watching just videos. I was watching how the hell a lot of gym videos. My TikTok was full of just guys posing, and I was imagining how I would pose when I had the body, how I would pose, how I would feel when I had that body. Just I was just imagining that was in my head 24/7. I was obsessing it. I was obsessing with it. And you know, right now I think I have the body I was always imagining and I was always dreaming of. And you know what? I personally think I was probably happier back in the days when I was just imagining that body. Back in the days when I was seeing progress every day, every week. I was seeing fast progress. I was feeling like a superhero. I was feeling invincible. The new begins, everything. That's when you should be most happy. When I actually lost the weight, as I said to you, I just started maintaining a kind of lifestyle, and I change up my thinking, my perception of training, of eating, and that's the way of not only cutting the weight, but having a better life and a new you, a new better version of yourself that goes to the gym every day, eats clean 80-90% of the time, that recover well, a version of you that is just consistent in the things that make you happy. That's how you can reborn, and that's how you should probably lose the weight and keep it up.